kill Jay-Z. They'll never love you, you'll never be enough. Let's just keep it real.
Everyone, thank you for watching again. This is Sunridge of Nevada, and we're coming to you with more videos and more content. Today is going to be a little different. We're kind of really changing ourselves up lately. We're kind of just going in different angles, different perspectives. This is going to be, we were asked to actually do this song by a viewer, a subscriber, and it's from Jay-Z's new album, 444, and it's the first song on the album called Kill Jay-Z. We liked it because we felt it reflected a lot of where he was going through with his life at the time and where he's at now, where he began, where he started, and where he is currently. So we want to review this song and go from there. So here we go. The title, of course, is 444. Where does the term come from? He claims this was when he woke up at 4:44 in the morning, I know that world, and he couldn't sleep, and he started putting the album together. And there's also references here because his wife, of course everyone knows who Beyonce is, released an album called Lemonade, where on her album she had made comments that seemed to talk about infidelity from her husband. Lyrics. Okay. Kill Jay-Z, they'll never love you. You'll never be enough. Let's just keep it real. Keep it real. Always, always, always. And that's something that always affects people, the concept of being real, being honest, being true to yourself. And Jay-Z, when there's comments made, is basically confronting his own ego. Who is Sean Carter? Who is Jay-Z? Because the two get blurred. And what he's trying to reflect in this song from the album is, where am I? Who am I? What am I? And what am I trying to accomplish by opening up myself with my ego? You know, F Jay-Z, I mean, you shot your own brother. How can we know if we can trust Jay-Z? Now, this refers to an accident when he was a child where he accidentally shot his own brother. That's a scarring issue. That's a terrifying issue to see, and your childhood affects you as an adult. I want to get that kind of clear off the bat. Now, and you got to do better, boy. You owe it to Blue, referring to his child, of course. Now that he's a father, it's a different world. Now, what's his worth? According to Wikipedia, he's worth $810 million. It's a lot of money. But to a child, that term is nebulous. What does that mean? What the child wants is daddy. The child wants is a father. And I'm worth this amount of money, I own this, I own that, I'm involved in this, I'm a partner in that. To a child, it's irrelevant. What the child wants is your presence, your continuity, a feeling of, this is my daddy, my daddy. What are you going to leave behind? Because eventually he's starting to realize his mortality. And when he passes away, what's left to his daughter? Will she be functional? Will she not be functional? I start to get that. Even as I'm getting older, my legacy really is my children. What do I leave behind? What have I given them? What gifts have I given them for them to be PMOs, productive members of society? You had no father, you had the armor. Okay, but you got a daughter, got to get softer. I get it. Every kid I interview, wherever young adult, even middle-aged guy, even old guy, will tell me when there was not a father in the home, self-destruction. In the last couple of years, I've been saying things to kids, even when I say kids, teenagers, 20-something, 30-something. If I would have been your 40-somethings, if I would have been your father, I would have hugged and kissed you. I would have shown you how to throw a curveball. I would have taken you fishing and told you don't bring your toothbrush. Shh, don't tell mommy. I would have taken you to a museum. I would have made fun of you in front of your friends so you could joke about me, how hideous my clothes look, how old-fashioned I am. I get that. And you know what? Every guy I say this to goes like this. They start to cry. They get weepy. They said, I would have loved that. I would have loved having someone show me attention from a father perspective. And without that father, you get a chip, armor. Because you feel defenseless and you got to be tough when you don't want to be tough to make up for the lack of not having a father in your life. You had no father, you had the armor, had to survive on your own, but you got a daughter now. You got to be softer. What are you going to show your daughter? That you're a ruthless animal killer? What's that going to prove to her? She'll be scared of you. Die, Jay-Z. This ain't back in the days. You don't need an alibi. Cry, Jay-Z. We know the pain is real. But you could never heal what you never reveal. What's up, Jay-Z? You know you owe the truth to all the youth that fell in love with Jay-Z. This is his reality now. What kind of father will he be? It's a 4-line block when I saw this. Cry, Jay-Z. Time to let it out. Stop holding it in. We'll get into the video. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't run forever. You can't run that fast forever. It catches up to you. It can't get better if you don't share. How many times have I had people as a clinical social worker say to me, you're the first person I'm sharing with about something horrible in my life that I've never told anyone else, about being abused, physically, sexually, emotionally, about disappointments, about being unhappy, about something terrible happening to me. That's what they're saying to him in that 4-line block. Cry, Jay-Z. We know the pain is real, but you can't heal what you never reveal. What's up, Jay-Z? You know you owe the truth to all the youth that fell in love with Jay-Z. Jay-Z, the young guy. Are they going to fall in love with you now that you're hitting middle age? Look at your fan base in a different way. Are you growing with your fans? Are your fans growing with you? Do they see the new, mature, hopefully grown-up Jay-Z? That's what he's talking about with my ego. My ego got me here. Now that I'm here at the pinnacle, I'm at the summit, can't get any higher. What's left? Look at yourself and take stock and look in that mirror. Who am I? What's my relationship with my child, with my wife, and with my fan base? And hopefully that's your family as well. Do they understand where I'm going now? You got people you love you sold drugs to. You got high in the life that drugged you. You're walking around like you're invincible. How did you get to this current level? How did it all start? He's saying, I did things that, looking back on it now, I didn't want to do. I was ashamed of, but I had to survive. I get that. Oh, do I get that? Things we do as a child or adolescent because we're hungry, we're poor, we don't feel good about ourselves, no self-esteem. But you look back on it now and you regret it. Whose lives have I ruined along the way? Was I seen as a tyrant, a jerk? Did I enable people in a negative way? Was I part of their demise to make them mentally ill, get them into addictions? What have I sowed? Here's another thing. I know people have backstabbed you. I felt bad too. But this, screw everybody attitude ain't natural. We all go through this aspect of our lives. You can't go through life hating others and playing get back. Attitude has to change. I'm older as well. In the kind of work that I do, does everyone like me? No. Trust me. No. No. But you know what? Let it go. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but to have these vendettas and hatreds, life's too short for that. I have to move on to be productive. I try and be helpful, open, and friendly. Do some people think of me I'm the biggest jerk in the world? Absolutely. Line around the block. That's the price you pay. But I've gotten past that. Who's the one writing about me? Who's the one who's texting me? Who's emailing him? Who cares? Move on. Move on to bigger and better things. These vendettas, they get old after a while. Now here's another thing too. It says, talk about the issue with Kanye. He gave him 20 million without blinking. He gave you 20 minutes on stage. What was he thinking? To me, why not work together? Why not work in tandem? What's left to prove? You both have money that you'll never be able to spend the rest of your lives. You both have adoring fan bases. You both know it around the world. What's the point? Trying to say, what have I done? What have I created? This animosity. What am I trying to prove? What am I trying to prove? My ego. Kill Jay-Z, kill that ego. If 100 people say to you there's something wrong with your behavior, there's some validity to what is being said. You need to look within and think about how you can be humble and be open and real. Everyone's telling you got a problem with your attitude, with your personality. Be open and accepting it. What pain have you caused other people in your life? Everyone's suffering, trust me. I could fill a stadium with all the craziness I've been through. As someone said to me recently, I had no idea you're dealing with that kind of stuff in your life. I thought because you were a white guy, you couldn't relate. You don't understand where I'm coming from. When I told this person, it was like astonishment. Oh my God, really? You deal with this craziness also? All of a sudden, all the barriers went right down the toilet. You think you're the only one that suffered? Trust me, you don't go into this world in calm, you don't leave this world calm. There's always stuff coming down. Knowing all along you had to say you was wrong. That's the hardest thing to do in life, is to say that you're wrong and that you're sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. My mistake. My bad. Apologize. How many times do I say I'm sorry? 50 times a day, 100 times a day, I'm wrong. Even if I'm not wrong, even if I'm right, because I'm such a genius, I'm still going to say anyway, I'm wrong. Why fight it? Why create the discord? Why create the anger? I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. And Jay-Z's acknowledging that by saying, you know what? Maybe if I could say once in a while, I'm sorry to people who I've wronged, and I've legitimately done some things I shouldn't have done, I can grow. I can be a better person. Why not? He's talking about his relationship with his wife. You almost went Eric Benet, let the baddest girl in the world get away, referring to his wife. I don't even know what else to say. Never go Eric Benet. And here's the thing, too. Don't go down that path of self-destruction. I don't want to lose my wife. If you truly love her, if you're truly happy. Now, of course, I know nothing about, we don't travel in the same circles, Jay-Z and Beyonce and I. Sorry for those of you watching. But if you want to stay married, if you want to have a happy relationship, you got to put work and time into it. Do you really want to stay married to it? Do you want to have more children with her? Do you want to grow old with her? What is your reaction? Don't make the mistakes of other people that there's something always amazing out there. Are you content? And if you're content, work on the relationship. Don't give up on it. Don't walk away from it. Put some time into it. Finally, I don't know what you would have done, because in the future, other guys playing football with your son, you would have lost it. If you're not around, someone else is going to take your spot. Reality check. And they're going to take your slack, they're going to take your place, and they'll be the one that's going to be called daddy, and I love you, daddy. You're not around to play football, to be a role model, to be something for you. It's not going to happen. I was working with a person a couple of weeks ago, little daughter in the room. He's telling me he's having a lot of trials and tribulations. But I said to him, right now, your daughter needs you. And as if by cue, oh, amen. Girl pops in. She goes, daddy, 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 daddy. Those little kids like to do. And he's like, okay, baby. And she's like, got a little excited about it because she had his attention. If you're not around, don't worry. There'll be other people playing football with your kid. Don't worry. You can't handle the rock. You can't handle the responsibility. Don't worry. It's not going to happen. Someone else will be called daddy. Someone else will be sliding in between the sheets, and you're not around anymore.